Ondo Central Senatorial District comprises 6 local government areas: Ondo West, Ondo East, Akure North, Akure South, Ifedore, and Idori. In the 2011 general elections, people of the Senatorial District voted for a change in representation, and the baton fell on an Idori son, Patrick Akinyelure, a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, an entrepreneur. Born to a father from the lineage of warriors and a mother from the lineage of top-level traditional rulership technocrats, both in Idori, he lived mostly with his grandparents.
This is Olatunji, the father of my mother, where I grew up. He is a man of his own time. A man who believes so much in hard work. A man who liberated the kingdom from poverty. A political scientist of his own time because they are in politics the always of his own time who were able to liberate the kingdom. He was second in command to the king, and therefore we who are his grandchildren who actually grew up with him, we knew that the only way to success is hard work, is honesty, dedication, and being transparent in whatever we lay our hands upon. My grandfather, who is Akinyelure, is a man also, a great man, a warrior of their own time. These are the people leading them in war, intertribal wars. He won several wars according to the history we had from our parents. And therefore, that's why they call them Akinyelure. A great man that stands firm to defend his people from being cheated. That is why slave trade never came near Idari.
The lesson learned from these great men helped to shapen Ayo's belief in life.
We remain committed to the ideals of these great fathers. That is why we are bold enough to come out to do politics. Politics of impacting positively the life of the people. Politics of defending the people you are representing. Politics of ensuring that fairness and equity prevail whenever you are representing your people. And let me tell you, when I stood up from Lagos that I'm coming to those states to politics, people came to me and said, "Idari man can never become a senator." And I said, well, what is impossible in life with dedication, honesty, and hard work? I took it all along from Lagos. I came to them. I said, well, I belong to this community. I am interested to go into politics. And soon after I joined them, I showed my intention that I want to be a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
When he was campaigning for votes, his thrust was encapsulated in the acronym SEED, which means Service to the People, Enterprise, Education and Development.
Though it was a very rough journey, very rough indeed, I was discouraged, I was maimed, I was tattered during this process. But after 9.5 years, this dream came to life.
After the general elections, Ayo Akinyelure was sworn in as a distinguished senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and thus the task of giving his people good representation began.
I was democratically elected by people of Ondo Central District to the upper chamber of the National Assembly. That means they have sown a seed. When you sow a seed, there must be a harvest time. That's what we call dividend of democracy to the people of Ondo Central. What they have experienced is that they have a senator that they voted for 3 times, representing them, but they never had the impact. But I told them during my electoral campaign that if you vote for me, I will make a difference. This is the agenda in terms of rendering service to humanity, rendering service to my people, rendering service to the people who elected me. and being loyal to the government of Labour Party in Ondo State and leadership of Labour Party in Ondo State. My loyalty is total.
It is the sacred responsibility of every representative to impact significantly on the lives of his people. And as a senator, one way to do that is to draw attention of the nation to some needs of your senatorial district.
So there's what we call constituency budget in the national budget. So in the first one was a 60 billion, which was given as 30 billion to each geopolitical zone to use it to put projects in the budget of the Federal Republic of Nigeria by their representatives. So it is your duty as a representative. What are the things that your people need to improve their life? So this is where we now take a decision that, okay, come, my constitutional project is that I'm going to use it to provide, health facility for my people. What do you call it? Health medical center or skill acquisition center or motorized boreholes into various locations within the central district. The senators of Nigeria don't touch money. They don't give us money for us to spend. They only give us budget to put in budget. So if I know that I put a budget of 80 million to build what do you call it, skill acquisition center in Ojemeku Grammar School, it is my duty to ensure that when this contract is awarded, the value given to my people is worth 80 million naira.
What is the yardstick for determining where to take a project?
Consult the stakeholders in each local government. Where best can this particular project be located to serve the benefit of the people?
Senator Akinyelure understands the most pressing needs of his people and has demonstrated enormous commitment in this regard, ensuring that lives are touched in line with the caring out posture of his political leader, the governor of Ondo State, Dr. Olusegun Mimiko. Since assuming duty as a senator, Dr. Akinyelure has made concerted effort to tackle headlong the issues that have held his people down. And today, he has projects scattered all over the senatorial district, facilitated through his constituency projects, one of which is power supply.
I have been able to use this particular to influence a lot of power projects to Ondo State, like rural electrification project, transformers to rural communities, rural electrification, and into the suburb.
One of such projects is the Igbatoro Ala electrification project in Akure South local government area.
The original source is Old Owo Garage. That's where the TOV is really. To Allah. So, and all the transformers that's all within those little small villages along the line. We will rehabilitate the transformer. If the one that's not there, we'll go to put some other transformers there too. We are going to do more than what we expected, because while going ahead with the project, we discovered that there are more vandalization than we ever imagined before. So we're going to use more materials, more time, more resources.
The people of Ilupejua Avenue in Ondo town, who have had very epileptic power supply in the last 4 years, have also benefited from the constituency projects.
I spoke to the party leader, the Labour Party leader, who said he would make it a party affair. And lo and behold, we got a transformer. Dr. Akinyelure asked the party leader where he wanted this transformer to be placed, and the party leader said, put it at Ilupejua Avenue. And that is how, that's the history behind the transformer. Dr. Akinyelure came here, Senator Akinyelure came here and looked at it, and he is a fantastic man. I have not come across a senator in Nigeria, a representative in Nigeria, who feels the pain of his community, who hears the cries of his community and decides to do something about it. He has literally taken us from the dark ages into the 21st century.
Senator Akinyelure all over. wọ́n ń ṣèrànwọ́ fáwọn àìgbèríko káàkiri pé wọ́n gbé transformer fáwọn èèyàn, wọ́n ṣe bọ́ọ̀wò fáwọn èèyàn. Bàbá rán ní kọ̀wé sí wọn, wọ́n dẹ̀ dá wa lóhùn ní kíákíá, wọ́n dẹ̀ gbé transformer yẹn wọ́n wá gbé fún wa. Láti gbà tán dẹ̀ ti gbé transformer yẹn fún wa báyìí, iná wa ti ń lọ. Gbogbo àwa obìnrin àtàwọn ọkùnrin gan nínú wọn dùn pé ìyà iná ni ò jẹ wá mọ́.
An issue that has constituted a major hindrance to the well-being of the people is unemployment, and in appreciation of the reality that no government can adequately meet the yearnings of its people in this regard, Senator Akinyelure, who is an entrepreneur of note, is teaching his people how to fish so that they can be self-reliant.
Have been able to influence 3 skill acquisition centers in Ondo Central. One at Olofi Grammar School, Idari. That is the one belongs to Ondo, Idari Federal Constituency. One at, Oyemegu Grammar School, Akure. That is for Akure North and South Federal Constituency. And one at Ondo Boys High School. That is for Ondo East and West Federal Constituency.
The skill acquisition project deals most especially with the psychomotor. The learners, apart from all this learning by rote, it will afford them the opportunity to lay their hands on 1 or 2 things they could practice, and after graduating from the school, they can equally embark on it that will fetch them little income. Apart from going to the university, we believe that we have a bakery here. We have also the computer laboratory here. If the students are well versed in all these areas, I think they can stand on their own after leaving the secondary school without necessarily going to the university to learn this particular trade.
Every responsible representative of the people must seek to ensure that they have access to functional health care, and this Senator Akinyelure has worked assiduously to achieve today. Primary health care centers are scattered throughout the nooks and crannies of the Senatorial district.
Like Kolawole, they've never seen, health centers in their life. If any woman is pregnant there, they have to go through that bad road before they get to Ondo West or General Hospital in Ondo or Mother and Child Hospital in Ondo before they can even be attended to. So it is the community that decide the best way, the best location where a particular project will be relevant and be useful to the people. When I got this particular slot, I asked my SLA to go and consult the leadership of Ondo Kingdom that normally assemble every Saturdays at the kingdom leaders, kingdom leaders, house in Ondo Kingdom. That is the Chief Akindade, the Sagogo of Ondo Kingdom, who consulted with all the leadership of all the Ondo East and West Federal Constituency, and they all decided that the best way to take this is to Kolawole.
Urban area in Ondo is just about 5 or 6% of the total area in the local government. It's just 5%. So we have 95% that is rural, in which you can move not less than 1 hour before you can get to any health facility.
I need the general hospital entirely here. This is our community, and I do alone. We all they come to reality now. They do our senator
we have not less than 4 to 5 communities that will be using this facility, in which in each community we not have 500. You will see nothing less than 500 in each of the community. That makes it 2,000.
Nígbà tí bàtà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nípa àwọn community wọ́n sowọ́pọ̀ pẹ̀lú wa.
Adele bare o, akoya ibi o, ẹni pàdé àgbákò.
Amen. Ẹ ṣé o.
And this is a primary healthcare center for the people of Akinyelure. The job is awarded by National Primary Healthcare Development Agency. It's an agency of the Federal Bureau of Health region. We can also see that we are trying to round up the project. We are trying to meet up the deadline given to us by 31st of December 2013. You can see now we are doing the plastering work. The PVC ceiling is going on. The fixing, the doors are available, the windows and all that things are there. So for you to see. We are hoping that by the end of this month we'll run the project.
I'm Ayodele James Akinyelure by name, representing Successful West Nigeria Limited. We are here on the site to construct a primary health care project for the direct community. The project started earlier this month, and the purpose of this project is to serve the entire community, direct community.
To me, the man, he has done his best, he has tried his best for the Senatorial district. He is from Idari, and he has not left any section out of reckoning.
What about water projects?
Have been able to, influence a lot of motorized water borehole to the rural communities. People who go to the stream as early as 5 a.m. to go and be looking for water to drink. It is now a new agenda in Ondo State, particularly in Ondo Central.
For instance, the story of the people of Shokpoto-Shekpete in Ondo East local government area is pathetic.
Ọlọ́run ló ń ṣèfù wa kí táfọ̀dù kó má pa wá ẹwà wọn tó ẹwò wọn báyìí.
Now things are different.
àtúntúpẹ́ ní wọ́n ọlọ́fà Akinyelure nípa ọ̀rọ̀ omi gbogbo wá síbi àwa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, gbogbo obìnrin dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, gbogbo àgbà dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, gbogbo ọkùnrin dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ wípé ó ṣeun o Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè á jẹ́ kó máa tẹ̀síwájú, kò ní ṣubú ara, kò ní ṣubú ẹ̀mí.
Ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun fún wa, ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun fún wa, ó gbómi ẹ̀rọ wá fún wa pé ká máa mú kàǹgá tá a mu tẹ́lẹ̀ ìdọ̀tí ló wà nú ẹ̀. Àmú kànga yẹn mọ́, àmú omi ẹ̀rọ dáadáa, àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn, àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́.
The people of Ilupeju Avenue in Ondo Town have also benefited from the water supply projects.
This is Ilupeju Avenue community, Jolako off Ife Road. I'm in this community since 10 years ago now. So we are lacking water. Even with the women in this community, that problem of water is the major concern that we are facing here. Every attention that we made, maybe to dig well, is everywhere is stony, rocky areas.
As for the borehole, from about here, about 2/3 of our community do not have water. From here upwards, there's no water anywhere. There's rock and rock and rock. And we told them almost in passing, we told Dr. Akinyelure almost in passing, we want a borehole. 2 weeks later, we have a borehole. In fact, I'm told that he is going to give us another one. So 2 boreholes. And look at the record. I don't think any Nigerian senator, any Nigerian representative can beat it. I don't think so.
We penetrate inside the rock and we're able to penetrate. Like for instance now, if you check it, you can hear the sound of water. You can hear the sound of water. That's to tell you that the water is already there. And within the next 10 minutes, we started pumping the water out. Once you get your water from the source, from the rock, that means you have a very perfect water. Unlike the water that you did that is from the surface, it's water it will be smelling. Ask them whether it's smelling. This is the water that is recommended by WHO.
Senator Akinyelure has performed very well. He has performed tremendously well. His projects are dispersed all over Federal. He has really proved what democracy is known for. That is, democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people.
Education is a major area of interest for Senator Akinyelure, and so he is facilitating education infrastructure, one of which is a block of classrooms at St. Andrew's Anglican Grammar School, Ondo.
I'm very happy about the project. Like I said, the other on that, our senator is a God-choosing senator.
Today, I have made it clear to all the contractors, I don't know most of them, But I send messages to them through my SLA that anybody who failed to execute the project due to Ondo people, we will not take it lightly with them. We will invite them here to come and tell us how what belongs to my people, what you do about it. A lot of people will collect money from here, they will not execute the job. So if they don't execute my own job, I say it will not be business as usual. And that is why you see most of these projects in Ondo Central physically, delivered. Because I will not take $1 from any contractor. I will not even introduce any contractor to the extent that you will be blackmailed. Do the job. Get your normal due process from the ministries and parastatal where these contracts are awarded. Once you fulfill it, they give you money. All I need to do is that pursue them, ensure that they deliver the project 100% in my constituency.
Also, the senator is building a polytechnic in Akure,
where we have in place a building meant for all over Central Polytechnic. Is a new building that's some of the vision of the senator in making sure that the people of Ondo Central have adequate education as far as Ondo State and Nigeria is concerned. So by right now we're about to finish the building. It's a three-story building for all over Central Polytechnic, and this polytechnic will serve the technical units of the youth of Ondo State. Apparently, when you're having an education, you need to have connection. Communication is very important, and that is why the senator has used his initiative to provide adequate internet infrastructure for this institution, because you want to make it a state of the art. You want to ensure that every student of the technical college has ability to access internet. And because of this vision, the senator be an entrepreneur, is a businessman, and we sat together with some engineers in the IT field, and we decided that while we want to provide internet service to the student here, we want to ensure that the populace of Akure State Capital are not left behind.
This office is the main office where the distribution takes place to get Wi-Fi across to people around Akure, to make sure it's within the reach so that they can be able to access it easily.
Apart from the provision of infrastructure for his constituency, Senator Akinyelure is working on bills for national development.
And of particular preference is that has to do with this disparity between HNG holders and the BAC holders, because currently I know they were trying to get the consent of some of the dismissed senators as well, as to move a concrete motion at the level of the Senate to bridge the gap between the BSc holders and the HNG holders, particularly as it relates to their employment status. You agree with me that sometimes in most parastatals now, when you get employed, for instance, in some parastatals, they tell you that good starts with maybe BScs, and then they give HNG holders level 7. And also of reference to that has to do with the amendment of the Institute of Chartered Accountants Act, as well as some other bills which we are actually working on. But in due time, because I agree with me that some of these bills doesn't just come up, they don't get concluded over time, because on time, because it goes through the first reading, second reading, and third reading, and it has a lot of lobbying to be done on the ground and everything. But I can assure you that we have about 4 bills now they're working on, and one is actually going through the second reading, if I'm not mistaken. And the one that has to do with, I just mentioned about the HNG and PS disparity, is actually in the pipeline too, and that will come out very soon.
The senator representing Ondo Central Senatorial District is also the chairman, Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petitions.
That committee is the voice of the voiceless Nigerians. Many people have come to our committee and they have gotten, adjudication in their favor. And today, the committee has put food back on their table. There are many Nigerians that were wrongfully dismissed from their places of work. There are many Nigerians who have been cheated by their bosses, but they cannot go to court to pursue cases. Some people go to court, they say that delay in executing cases in law court, in Nigerian law court, it's so cumbersome, and that when there is a justice delay, it's justice denied. Many people don't bother to even look for their right. But let me tell the whole Nigerian today that you have a representative here. Every Nigerian has a representative in the Senate and in the House of Rep. What you need to do is to identify who is your representative and channel your petition to them.